Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Intercepted. I'm the host, Kevin Byard. I'm here with another special guest this week, the league leader in takeaways, who's been hooping this year, man, Nahshon Wright, bro. What's good, bro? Appreciate you coming on.
For sure.
So obviously we haven't recorded for the last couple weeks, obviously with the short week, Black Friday. But since then, won 2 straight games, bro. Pittsburgh, and obviously the big game, the primetime game against the defending champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Bro, we've been balling, bro.
Yeah.
We won 9 of the last 10 games. Number 1 in the NFC. Like, obviously, bro, we know none of that shit really means anything, especially not right now. But we got to give credit where credit's due, bro. How do you feel just about where we are as a team and just how much success we've been having?
I feel great about it.
Yeah.
Being number 1 in the NFC and everything ahead of us.
Yeah.
We control our destiny. And, man, I love this group. And I think we got what it takes to get it done. So I definitely feel great.
No,
I know
for sure.
you do. We talk about it a lot, and man, I'm ready to get to Sunday.
No, absolutely. I feel like that's the beauty of it, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, you want to be in position this late in the season where you still control your destiny. Like, there's a lot of teams that are in positions where maybe they need this team to win and lose. And I've been in that situation before. I'm sure you have too, where it's just kind of like, you got to win out for sure, but at the same time, you need this to happen. And we're not in that situation, so that's a good position to be in. Now, we're not complacent or comfortable where we at, but I mean, it feels good. And, you know, and we don't really care, but we see it. Obviously, we're in Chicago, bro. It's one of the biggest media cities in the country. Y'all ain't beat nobody, you know what I mean? Y'all played a bunch of teams that ain't won nothing, and then back-to-back weeks, we beat Pittsburgh, who obviously still has a fighting chance to get in the playoffs, and obviously beating Philly. Does that I would say, it means more now, or at least does it feel better that we've beaten teams, or do you just feel like we've already know we was good, it's just now the world knows?
Yeah, I think it's to your last point, like we know who we are, and we don't pick who they line up.
Right.
What the Commanders, I mean, they're having a losing season, but they were just in the NFC Championship last year.
That's a fact.
So we don't pick who we play. We just should line them up, bust them up.
That's it, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, the league, nah, you cool, bro. Nah, honestly, bro, the league wants parity, though. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I say, like, even when the schedules first come out at the end of the year, like, it doesn't matter where teams were last year. You know what I mean? Like, at any given season, there's going to be 1 or 2, maybe 3 teams that go from last to first or something like that. And I just think that, and we talked about it before, like, with Ben coming here, the culture that he's brought, a winning culture, I think we bought in since training camp. We talked about, bro, the training camp was crazy, bro. Crazy training camp. But, I mean, even now, bro, we practice in 15-degree weather. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like the toughness, the grittiness that that I think he's brought here it's been awesome. And, I mean, even on the Ben Johnson deal, let's talk about in the locker room after the game, bro. So, obviously, the whole world seen Ben Johnson take his shirt off in the game. What was your reaction when you seen it? Because it's funny, because I was kind of towards the middle of the back, so I didn't know what was going on. I just kind of peeked over. This man took his shirt. Like, what was your reaction?
Man, I was right there. Like, I was like right in the front because I just got the game ball. So I was right there, and he kind of like warmed up to it. He was kind of talking, and then he just ripped the shirt off. So I just bust out laughing. I was laughing, and then he kind of flexed up on us. But it's funny, when we got on the plane, I screenshotted the picture, and I went to Ben. I'm like, look, the next time the offense lose, you need to do them push-ups with them.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Because we got this competition thing on Fridays where, you know, we'll go 1s versus 1s or 2s versus 2s. And if the defense wins 2 out of 3 of them, then obviously the offense do push-ups. And we've won like the last 2 times, but Ben tried to fakes at the end. Yeah, good job, defense, to try to like act like he don't got no push-ups. But we know you calling the plays like, we need those push-ups. Really, just back pay. We need push-ups. But then obviously, with Ben taking his shirt off, Ben got the city of Chicago free hot dogs. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, which is super awesome.
Yeah.
I guess it started from we playing Dallas early in the season where Caleb threw 4 touchdowns, and like the I think it's what's called the Wiener Circle or something like that.
Yeah.
They basically say, hey, if Caleb threw 4 touchdowns, we'll get the whole city free hot dogs, and obviously the line was wrapped around the city. But Ben got the city free hot dogs, so hopefully you guys give us another challenge so we can continue to feed the city. Because, bro, the city's on fire right now.
Yeah.
And I was told from a lot of people when I signed here last year or even this year, like, bro, obviously Michael Jordan won a lot of championships here. You know, obviously the Blackhawks been really good for a long time, but there's nothing like this city when the Bears is winning and stuff is on. Like, it's just a different feel. Do you feel the same way, just about like when you move around the city, or just kind of obviously with the media stuff? Like, do you see like how much us winning has made an impact on the city?
Oh yeah, for sure. I got picked up yesterday by a driver because I had like a little event I had to go to, and the first thing he said when I got in the car, he was like, "Man, thank you." He like, "Man, the city back, like we winning." So yeah, no, I definitely see it because it just happened to me yesterday. That was actually the first kind of instance where someone kind of was like, "Man, thank you." Like
That's dope.
We doing it. So no, it feels great. And like you said, it's a big city, so big media city, and man, we putting on.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, man, we're 9-3. We're in a really good spot, but you know, every game up until this point, well, from this point on, is bigger than the last one. You know what I mean? So obviously, this is Green Bay week, right? I feel like, so I played obviously Green Bay twice last year. We were 1-1. We lost at home on a blocked field goal, which I feel like should have been a flag on the snapper. But anyway, won the last game of the year on a game-winning field goal. It was like the first time the Bears had beat the Packers in I don't even know how many years, right? I got indoctrinated early into this Green Bay Packers thing because I mean, being in the AFC South, I didn't really know too much about it. Obviously, I knew the whole Aaron Rodgers, I own this city type stuff. But I'll never forget my first preseason game last year in the Bears, right? We're playing the Bills. We were beating the Bills. I think we won a game. I can't even remember. But I remember it was like late in the fourth quarter, bro, and it's like, you know, preseason games, late in the fourth quarter, it's like a bunch of guys trying to fight for the team, trying to get in there. It's like all of a sudden, like, F Green Bay, like, chant just came out of nowhere. And it happened multiple times last year, like, and we not playing the Packers. I'm like, bro, y'all hate the Packers like that much, bro? So you're definitely about to get a full introduction, and I'm sure we've already talked about it. Ben even kind of talked about it in his press conference, making a joke with Matt LaFleur. And tell me how excited you are about just this week about going to Lambeau. Have you played in Lambeau yet?
Yeah, I played in Lambeau once. Oh, twice. I was in Minnesota last year, but I didn't play. But I was there, so twice. But
how excited are you about going up there playing?
I'm super excited. And to your point with the whole little rivalry, I kind of got wind of it when I first got here because in the weight room, the little medicine balls that say don't mix the green and the yellow medicine ball.
Fact.
So I'm like, it's crazy when I seen that. I called my cousin because he played for Minnesota at the time, and I'm like, but they really don't like Green Bay here. But yeah, no, I'm super excited. I think they got a tie, but at the top of the division, and it's a lot at stake. And
absolutely.
So yeah, I'm super excited. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a competitive one. So. Yeah, I'm trying to go out there and get the dub.
Yeah, man, we got to get the dub, bro. And that's obviously just, you know, we talk about division games that's kind of like, they mean twice as much because division game, but we all know just for this organization, the ownership, this game means a lot. So going up there, getting the dub. And I think the last time we beat Green Bay, at Green Bay, end of the game last year, we found out that the owner, Virginia McCaskey, had passed away. So that obviously means a lot to the family. So, no, I'm excited, man. But we can also talk about just, bro, the year you've been having, and the year I've been having too. I seen a stat that said, me and you, I think we have 14 takeaways together, and it is as 18 teams. 18 teams in this league have either 14 takeaways or less. That's an incredible stat, bro. Just be 100. Obviously, bro, you have been hooping out of control, bro. You're leading the league in takeaways with 8, 5 picks. 3 fumble recoveries. You got a forced fumble. I also looked at another stat, bro. Since 2010, there's only been 4 players in the NFL that has done this. Charles Woodson, Marcus Peters, and Minka Fitzpatrick. And I think all of them went first team All-Pro, if I'm not mistaken. What does that mean to you, just about being just that elite company of names right there?
Man, it feels great. Just coming from, like, my journey, being drafted, not playing, getting traded, then getting cut within 3 weeks of being traded to the team in the preseason.
Yeah.
So it means a lot. It's a testament to the work that I put in. Man, like this offseason, I didn't take a break. I hit the ground running as soon as I got home. So it's been fun, and We got what five more regular season games left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still a lot. It's a lot more to be done. Me and you and Maine obviously got a bet, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to hawk that down. But, yeah, I mean it's been great, and it's like you said, it's great company to be mentioned with.
Mm-hmm.
You got Wood, who's probably arguably one of the best DBs to ever play.
Absolutely.
You got Minka, and then you got Marcus Peters, who was actually coached by Al.
Really?
In his time in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, he was in Kansas City.
So, man, it's definitely great company.
Nah, elite company, bro. I mean, shoot, we we had conversation before the season started. I think we both kind of knew, and I'm gonna ask you this before I make an assumption. Think about going back from OTAs to training camp.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a sense, because not only are we been balling, but like we're leading the league in takeaways, period.
Yeah. And
I think our turnover differential is such a huge margin between us and the next team. I think we got like 17, plus 17. The next team is like plus 9.
Mm.
Did you have a sense of how much success that we can have as a defense with the takeaways? Because obviously we know Al preaches takeaways, but could you get a sense for just in training camp and OTAs that, man, like, bro, we can really do some special things?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we drill it so much. The little, even just the way we attack getting to the ball, the little gauntlet thing.
Yeah, the turnover circuit. Yeah.
Like DA got us do the little up downs, and then he got dummy bags and stuff all over the floor that we got to jump over just to get to the ball. And then if you don't come up with a ball, you got up down. So I definitely sensed it. I think the first day of training camp, I think we had 2 picks. Well, we had a pick on the first play.
We did.
So,
I forgot about that. Tremaine, shout out Maine.
Yeah, Maine had a pick on the first ever team.
I forgot about that. That was crazy.
Training camp. So, and then just being in the league is crazy. In Dallas, I think 2 to 3 years we led in takeaways, and then Minnesota last year, I think they were top like 5 in takeaways, and it translates to winning if you can get the offense the ball back, and then the way our offense been playing and running the ball, you control time of possession. So it's definitely a formula for winning.
Yeah, man. I just want to say this because I've talked about this on other platforms or whatever, but I think your story just this season is it's the best thing going in the league right now, bro. I think your story just about perseverance, and honestly, just taking advantage of the opportunities, getting the opportunity, number one, but then taking advantage of it. Because I think going into this season, maybe whether it was the organization, whatever it may be, like maybe he wasn't slotted to be the number 1, number 2 corner, but God is always in control, bro. Like at the end of the day, one man's misfortune is an opportunity for somebody else. And with Uno being injured, and you have basically been starting since OTAs. You know what I mean? You've been starting since OTAs, and you've been taking advantage of every opportunity from practice, balling, catching picks, strapping stuff down, and obviously it's turned into an excellent year. So it's been super dope. I will say before we definitely go into more of your story for sure, these hoodies me and Nahshon wearing right here, right? This J.O. right here.
Yeah.
So J.O. got a partnership on Amazon, so I just want to give him a shout out. I got a partnership. Super comfortable, super dope bears. So y'all cop that on Amazon. So shout out to J.O., man. Appreciate the hoodies.
You got the whole team.
Got everybody right. I mean, I'm one of the few that got the sweatpants. He got everybody else hoodies. Pants. He gonna get the sweatpants soon. I'm sure he gonna get those. But shout out J.O. So yeah, bro, let's talk more about obviously how you've gotten to this point, right? Obviously, play football in high school, play receiver and corner. That's where you get the ball skills from. Play receiver and corner. You also played basketball and track as well. Let me ask you, was football your first love or?
Nah, it was track. Track, like my mom, she always my mom didn't ever have really a great job, so her idea was like track was gonna be the thing that'd get me into college. So I started off running track, and actually my first year ever running track, I placed second in junior nationals in the 1 and the 2. So track had always been my thing, but then I had this coach, his name Coach Kraft. I love him to death. We still talk. I actually trained with him 2 off seasons ago to work on my speed or whatever, but he burnt me out. Like
that track get real, bro.
Yeah,
get real.
I'm running 500 meters just to
in practice, huh?
Yeah, to prep for 100. So he burned me out. So I kind of lost my love for track, and then obviously football came, and football just always been that's been my thing since I started playing. But track was definitely my first love.
Bro, that's funny because I ran track in high school, but honestly, I ran track to get, like, my football coach his rule was basically, like, if you're not, like, the star basketball player or, like, baseball, bro, you run the track. Like, that's just, like, it's no doubt about it. And I ran track really just get fast for football, and I actually ended up falling in love with it. I ran my sophomore, junior year, went to state my junior year, and my senior year, when I signed my letter of intent to go to football, we got a whole new track coach. And this dude had us running like 400 meters dashes and during practice. And like I said, I was a hurdler, like 110. I was 4x1. And, at that point, I just got complacent. I'm like, bro, I done signed my letter of intent, bro. I'm not going to be running 400s at practice. I'm a senior, it's over with.
Yeah, when I got to high school, I was like, I'll join because, like, you know how it worked. Like, when you go to these meets, like, it's points.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'll be on the team.
They got you doing everything just to get
points. I'm
points.
like, look, I'm jumping. I'm only doing jumps. So I did long jump, triple jump, and high jump only in high school. That's all I did. I was like, I ain't running.
So you ain't run at all. You said forget it.
It was one meet. Somebody got sick, and they made me do the 4x2. And I actually did pretty good for my first time ever running in high school. I'm like, I'm only jumping. So I did pretty decent. I think my split was like a 23 something for my first time ever doing it. And dope. I don't know how many years, but it was cool.
Let me ask you this. So obviously you lettered in all those things in high school. You end up going to Laney College right out of high school, right?
Nah.
So talk to me about that.
Even my journey with junior college was crazy. So coming out of high school, I went to college, San Francisco City College, because they were known. They had just won state the year before.
Yeah.
They get a bunch of guys out. But when I got there, I didn't know that they bring a lot of D1 bounce backs. So I'm just a 160-pound receiver coming in, but we got dudes bouncing back from D1s coming to JUCO.
So they were just giving them spots.
Yeah, so they kind of giving them spots. So I'm like, I kind of quit midway through the season. I finished school or whatever, but I kind of just quit. I stopped going to practices or whatever. And then I transferred to college at San Mateo, who was another like powerhouse JUCO. And I was there, but I lived in Oakland. Laney literally 10 minutes from my mom's house. But I lived in Oakland, and I had like a 1998 Acura that my dad had bought me. And man, I could barely make it over the bridge, and I'd get penalized for being late. I always made it, but I was either late or something.
Yeah.
Something always just came up. So I'm like, man, I can't keep doing this. I can't live like this. So transferred to Laney in 2017. I got there late. I got there like they doing training camp basically for JUCO. I got there late. So I ended up not playing that season, ended up getting a job. And then 2018 was my first time playing in junior college. And we won state, the whole nine, and ended up going to Oregon State and whatnot.
So let me ask you this. So obviously, you seem like you was successful out of high school. Was it more of a grades deal why you didn't get recruited, or was like what was the story behind that?
Yeah. So my freshman year of high school, I blew it. I don't think you.
I don't mean to laugh, but because I noticed, I know the story because, like I said, I know people is like, bro, if you start out bad your freshman year, it's hard to get that GPA to recover, bro.
I blew it. Like, I don't know if you could have a lower GPA than I had. Like, I failed PE. Like, it was bad.
Oh, man, you just wasn't going to school, huh?
No, I was going, but I wasn't participating, doing nothing. But, so yeah, I was playing basically catch up, and then once it got to my senior year, I was short 2 core classes, so I ended up having to go to JUCO.
I got you. And so, obviously, you went to Lane, transferred to Oregon State, obviously had a successful career at Oregon State, got drafted 3rd round. Obviously, you've been on other platforms, rather. Obviously, they just did the story on Amazon Prime about your former coach passing away. Another dope thing about that is that your brother you played with your brother too at Laney.
Yep.
Your brother, obviously, he was the one that was featured on Last Chance U. And you got some other family members in the league, one that plays for the Colts and the Ravens as well, which is pretty awesome. And you've told me this personally. We've had conversations about, your father passing away and your coach, Coach Beam, right? Coach Beam going to your house, kind of consoling you and your family. And I know that had to mean a lot. Talk about just the impact of he's had on your life, not only just on the football side of it, but a human and family side of it, and just kind of talk about that just for a little bit.
Man, he's been big. Like you said, he came to my house and at my lowest and did what a lot of men not necessarily are willing to do, but don't have to do. Like,
Right.
So he came and he did that, and ever since that point, he's been just a father figure in my life. He helped me pick a college. Then when I got to college and I was playing good, he got me in contact with like 4 or 5 different agents.
Yeah.
So I'm meeting with these agents and stuff, and then he ultimately helped me pick an agency. And then he was the one who was actually getting me like feedback, like what my draft grade would be. So he did all that. And then even when I got to the league, it didn't stop. Like Beam was he's big on finances and taking care of his money and whatnot. So when I ended up having my first daughter, he the one who got me to set up my daughter's UTMA account. So like it got to a point where we stopped kind of really even talking about football. It was more so about me as a man and as a father. And
that's dope, bro.
So when we lost him, I was devastated.
Yeah.
And man, it took guys like you and Nick and J.O. Like you talked about your mother's passing with me in the hot tub, and I'm in the hot tub tearing up.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like so. That week was a lot for me, and then I mean it meant a lot to go get the pick in the game for him, and I mean being meant a lot, and I mean he still does. That's why we need to go get this first round bye because his funeral was on January 10th.
Oh wow!
So I hope I can make it, but yeah. So
well, that just gave us a whole different level of motivation to go get that for my dog. I just want to applaud you, bro, because obviously. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about this, right? I remember going to work, and I thinking we had just walked by each other, but Erica, our player engagement person that works for the Bears, texted me. He was like, "Hey, you talked to Shawnee today? Like, he's dealing with some personal stuff. His coach just got, tragically murdered. Really, I didn't know nothing about it, and so I had just kind of recently walked up to you and said something. I was like, "Hey, bro, I didn't know you was dealing with this. Like, I'm sorry about it." But I seen in your face like you was really trying to hold it together. And honestly, I was more surprised that you even showed up to work. But because I think we had just had a dinner, a DB dinner, like the night before, like or the day it happened. Was it the day it happened?
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody really knew anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Because Shawnee he showed up, we ate, we kind of kicked to watch the game, and we all kind of left or whatever. But he was holding together at work the whole week. And then you went and bought out in Minnesota. Like, I feel like that's something that really just can't be just like glossed over because that type of, and we've talked about this, like when my mom passed away, I was completely lost. I didn't know which way to go. I almost thought about calling my coach, telling him like, listen, I need to take a year off football. So just applauding you for not only just that week of dealing with that, but just even going forward now. Because to lose somebody that close to you, that's like you said, helps you out with your family stuff. It's a lot to deal with. So, and bro, this, bro. Like you always got somebody to talk to about everything. So, man, that's pretty crazy. I want to try to transition a little bit into obviously you went third round. You still got drafted. Obviously, through all the adversity that you faced up until going to Oregon State and all that, you got drafted third round with the Cowboys. Traded to Minnesota, and then obviously you found your way here with the Bears, right? I want to ask you this because you've had an incredible year just balling out. And I've, through my vote scenario, you know what I mean? I've try to do what I can. What would just the year that you've had or just your career, what would just a Pro Bowl bid mean to you this year? And I honestly, I'm thinking way more than that because we don't want to play in the Pro Bowl. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But what would a Pro Bowl bid and an All-Pro bid mean to you?
Man, it would mean a lot just because of, like I said, the work that I put in. I grind, like that's all I do. And we just had the little father thing. And, I sacrifice time away from my kids so that I could provide for them. And so if I get that Pro Bowl nod, that All-Pro selection, like it would mean a lot just from the players, the fans, the coaches, like being recognized around the league for the things that I've done this season. So it definitely would mean a lot. Like
absolutely,
man. I was just telling the people on the NFL radio show that I had a list that I wrote my rookie year, and just not playing, getting traded, getting cut. I forgot about the list, and then I kind of I started playing, started making the plays, and I kind of remember it. And I went to go check my notes and just the goals that I had on my list, and I basically didn't check a lot of it
Every
off.
box.
And the Pro Bowl and the All-Pro selection would basically
Be the icing on the cake right
be the
there.
icing on the cake.
That's crazy. I mean, that's special, bro. Because like I said, I mean, you deserve it. You know what I mean? Like the Pro Bowl, All Pro. I think that's at this point. I feel like it's in the bag. Obviously, it's a lot more out there.
Yeah.
We're not satisfied with none of the stats that we got right now. Like you said, we got a bet going on, so we definitely try to outpace each other for sure. But no, man, I think you rightfully deserve all the blessings, all the good things you got coming towards you. Because, like I said, this is what the NFL is about, bro. Like at the end of the day, talent, all that stuff is cool, but the work is what gets you to that point. You know what I mean? I think just your story, just perseverance, no matter what you're going through, adversity, just being able to, overcome so much adversity, bro. I think it's super, super dope, super awesome. But no, bro, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
I think this is a dope episode. I think the fans will really enjoy this. So appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks for watching Intercepted. Make sure to stay glued to the recap for new episodes all season here on YouTube.